Hi, Mary Lou. Hi. I'm still like setting things up. Still setting them up. How is the sound? How is the video? For some reason, well, actually, I've been struggling for about half an hour to do it horizontally, like the landscape mode, to set things up. But it's not, it just won't work. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. So I'm going like 10 minutes early, like just to set things up. Гриш, пойдем? Солнышко, погуляем? This is my son Grisha. He's here, having the best time of his life. He loves traveling, and I promised this trip to him like long time ago. We hope to do it in August. Like this is a typical month when everybody in Israel have holidays, also schools. Нет, зайка, пойдем. The schools as well have a long summer break, and I just figured out it would be too expensive to do it in August. Гриш, пойдем, пожалуйста. Солнышко, пойдем? Гриша, Бо. So that's why we're doing it in September. I believe it's such a nice way to skip school. We are in Akko or Acre, and this is the city where I've already done a couple of virtual tours, and my first stream, like first one of the first streams I did on YouTube, is also from Akko, Akko. But I can't get enough of the city. And when I was here first time, when I did my first live stream, I realized that I just absolutely had to take my son here. So we're here in the old city of Akko. If you haven't seen the live stream, it's available and open access to everyone on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this live, then you know where my YouTube channel is. And also, I've done 2 tours. The recordings are available for sponsors in the tour description. You can find the links to like how to become a member if you're not, and basically the recordings as of more than 100 of tours are available for sponsors. But if you like missed 1 or 2 tours, if you want like one specific tour, 2 specific tours to watch, it's also doable. Just text me, find on my socials here in the description under the video somewhere. Should be the link to my website where you can find all my contacts. Reach out to me and ask for a recording. This live, even though it's uh, in the portrait mode, it's still going to be available to watch later. We haven't been here, by the way, on my live stream back then. Let's say it was probably a month ago, maybe a month and a half. I wasn't here. I was in a different section, also by the water, of course, because once you're inside the city, or at least as I checked, that was there was no connectivity at all, like zero. Here it's easier because you're by the water and there is no like the wall, the fortress wall. It's not here. So let's come closer to the water. Let's see if there's anybody here. So we did we did a quick check on the water, and the connection was much better than inside the city. I am not sure if we have a chance to ride another boat because like they don't have like a schedule, they have nothing, and it's just it's your luck. But maybe these people are waiting for a boat over here. So basically this area is called the Peasant Port. Let me show you the area properly. There you go. and I love the colors. So the sun is just the setting sun, the music, obviously. Well, if I hope you can hear some music, let me know if there's at least some music. And it's absolutely Arab music in Arabic, and the people living and working in the old city are also mostly Arabs. But in general, the population of Akko is like 30% Arabs, uh, 65% Jews, and 5% are like Druze people, Christians of well different denominations. Of course, here you'll see a lot of mosques, but it's also the heritage of the on the autumn times. Sorry, a slow boat, yes, but like for many people. Yeah. How much is it? 15 for one, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but slow one. I'm slow, afraid. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Good. So looks like we're going to have a boat ride. I'm live streaming. Is it okay? Yeah. I'm live streaming on YouTube. What's your name? Muhammad. Mohalla. Muhammad. Muhammad. Ah, Muhammad. 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 Yeah. Okay, I'm getting better. I don't speak Arabic. What's your name? Anna. Anna? Ken. Yeah. Grisha. Grisha? Ken. How is the connection? Please let me know. So it's good to have a different boat for a change. Oh, beautiful one, if it's the one. Please update me on the chat if the connection is fine, because I don't want to go live without actually. Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. تخدي. Go ahead. The connection has been fantastic. Fantastic. Гриш, еще покатаемся, да, 15 минут? Мгм. I just love this. And then after this short boat trip, of course, it's so reminiscent of St. Petersburg, but it's going to be a completely different experience and completely different stories. And after that, we're also planning to take you on a short walk. So let me very quickly fill you in about the history of these places. Ah, okay. Let's take a picture. You want to try? Thank you. Хочешь сесть? Хочешь? Да, хочешь сюда? Я тебя сфотографирую. Ну, встань хотя бы просто, что ты у руля. Возьми за руль. Вот так просто. Все, ага. Because my son is not really like, he's pretty shy. But when he gets more used to this, he's definitely gonna be enjoying it more. Find a better spot. Sit here. Мокро? Ну, ничего страшного. Садись, садись. Ну, так это же лодка.
Блин, ну я настолько
Да ладно тебе, освежишься.
максимум там внизу может прийти.
Okay, let me tell you about the history of these places. Gregory. Gregory. Ken. Yes. We. Yes. And yeah, smoker. Yeah. So there was a little bit too wet on that seat that he just jumped in, but it's fine. So there's not much to see here, but trust me, after the boat trip, which is going to be short, like 15 minutes, just chill. You know, everybody does it. I'll fill you in more about the history, but as of now, the what we're going to see is basically the the old city from the outside, because the old city is just the well pretty old tradition, right? The old cities were located in the fortresses, within the fortress walls, and now we're going to see Akko not from the inside of the old city that I did on two tours with you, We walked inside the city walls in the old city, and also we were underground. We saw the Crusader underground city. It was underground not because Crusaders built it underground, even though they did build the tunnels, but it was all covered up in the Ottoman times. In the Ottoman times, I mean, it's starting from 1517 up until 1918, the Holy Land was under control of the Ottoman Empire, and exactly at that time, the Ottoman rulers would be rebuilding many territories, including Akko. But even before that, there was a fortress, the Crusader fortress, and that fortress would be just filled up with the soil. It will be leveled up, and the big fortress will be constructed here, even bigger fortress on the basis of the Crusader fortress. And exactly the walls of the fortress that we're going to be seeing now from the outside, they withstood the attacks of Napoleon, the onslaught of Napoleon in 1799. So we're going to see basically the uninterrupted picture, still not too poor. The sound is clear now. Okay. Okay, Gregory, thank you so much for your updates. My son speaks little English. He speaks Hebrew a lot better than English for a number of reasons. Because, well, you know the story. A year and a half ago, we had to move to Israel, and I decided not to push, too much with English. Now it's going to be loud, and we're just going to be enjoying the seaside. Okay, I'm sure you won't be able to hear anything. So after this short boat trip, we're going to talk a little bit more. Okay. I don't know why they turn the music so loud. Hello. If you can hear me at least barely, just let me know how horrible the sound is. I haven't heard the song like for a long time. Actually, I missed the Macarena song. He's being shy, but he loves going live. He's just, yeah, a bit shy guy. Oh, I don't know why it is so loud, really. Well, maybe it's going to be a bit less loud, but I'm not sure. I'm not really hopeful. Anyway, so let's just enjoy the views. I remember that too, really. I remember because they wanted to dance. Exactly. Well, I'm just going to be enjoying the boat ride. I'm just going to be enjoying the colors. It's just absolutely the best time for a boat trip. And I'm so happy we did a quick test before actually, scheduling live. And then that was a very short notice. Well, because we actually had another place to visit before Akko, and this is the place where I will be doing a tour soon. So I'm not gonna be laying all the cards on the table at the moment. Can I go up? Excuse me. Can I go up? Okay. Wow. Can you hear the muezzin? The muezzin is calling for the prayer. That's from that mosque. Oh, you can hear it. That's great. Look at these colors. Wow. And of course, now when the muezzin is calling for the prayer, there is no music on. So it's perfect timing, I believe. Just absolutely perfect timing. Thank you so much. Wow. So that's what I'm talking about. So the old city is all within those very thick. Sometimes the walls are as thick as like 7 meters. Can you imagine that? Okay, the kids just slipped. It's all okay. Everybody's safe. So look at that. Just look at that. Now the walls. You see, the lights are turned on. They just turned on. Oh my goodness. I've never actually done a boat trip in Akko before, and I didn't know what to expect. Like I knew it would be awesome anyway. Like you just cannot be horrible. It cannot be not beautiful. And I know I was right. I knew. And basically, we're going to sail along the old city walls. You see all these constructions, all these buildings, just just magnificent. Absolutely. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope the connectivity is okay. And I hope, well, again, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to go live in a in a landscape mode for God knows what reason. I really, really tried. There's even a small beach here, but actually this is not the official beach. But locals swim here, most local Arab population in the old city. As I said in the beginning, uh, when I just joined the live, that it's in the old city. It's mostly, well, let's say mostly Arab population, but in general, there's only 30% of Arabs living in Akko altogether. And soon you'll see the modern city. So the ordinary high-rise buildings, residential houses. So it's just like as any other city in the world. Well, almost. It's a really modern city with like all the facilities, everything, as usual. Oh, wow. Hi, Misha is here. My husband. Hi. Папа тоже смотрит лайв, Гриш. Say hi to daddy. Гриш, папа нас смотрит тоже. Помаши ему, пожалуйста. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the coffee, by the way. Thank you for the coffee. Suggesting a couple of coffees. This is great because I haven't had coffee today. It was such a busy day. Well, Misha, I'm so happy you've been able to join us. Oh, Misha! Woo. Oh, it's getting much quieter. Thank you so much. So over there, what you see is the clock tower, and it's not just the clock tower. It has the connection of the place, well, of several places all together. Let's say in the Ottoman Palestine. I will talk about it, of course, when we are going to walk in that area. As it's still like a bit outside of the walls, but I can zoom in. I totally forgot I can zoom in. No, I'm not crossing over to Egypt, Jalil. No, I'm in Akko. Actually, I'm in the north, and Egypt is into the south. So, by the way, not far from here is the border with Lebanon, but it's better not to go to Lebanon. I mean, Lebanon is a fantastic country, but the diplomatic relations are non-existent. So, unfortunately, not. So you see here a Christian church. This is also they hail from the Crusader times. You know, at some point, Akko was the capital of Crusader Kingdom. Can you imagine that? So it's the look at that. This is the lighthouse. You know, like Misha knows, and some of my followers know I'm absolutely mad about lighthouses. And look at these people. You see, they're walking on something, and they're walking on the ruins of the fortress of the Crusader fortress. Because as I told you, the Ottomans would rebuild the city, and the outline of the city would coincide with the plan of the Crusaders, but not like 100%. Woo! The lighthouse. I've always wanted to see the lighthouse of Akko. Now we actually can see it. Woo! Oh, look at that. Nice sunset, absolutely. Ты так, нормально? Все хорошо? Woo! Oh wow, look at the old city. So that's where we had our first live. That's where we had the first live. I can zoom in. So there are several areas. Woo! Oh wow, that's a good view over there. Sorry, it's a little bit probably I'm moving too fast. I'll try to move a little bit slower. Hi, Jalil. Hi. Sorry, I didn't say hi. Woo! So we're turning around. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So there are like basically the entire old city is sort of one side of it that faces the of course the sea because it was the port city. I'm sorry, sorry, and the but the areas are a little bit different and they have different names because in the Crusader times the different areas belonged to different cities. Oops. Okay, I'm coming close over here. So the place where we started from, the small port, is called the Peasant Port because in the Crusader times, in the Crusader Kingdom, this is basically the 13th century, the 1200s. The Crusaders needed the support of other Christian countries, and of course, well, the several Italian cities that at that time were like independent states, Venice, Genova, and Pisa. Uh, they helped financially, and also they helped like in a, well with a military backup, and this helped Crusaders defeat the the Muslims. Sorry, I need to speak a little bit quieter for obvious reasons. And when I say that, it's the first Muslim period. So The first Muslim period of the history of the land is starting from 7th century. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. I'm sorry I didn't text you the link, but I would have sent you the recording anyway. It was all so quick. Oh my goodness. Hey, that's Akko. We're going back to the pizza board. So over there to that side is the new city of Akko. Over there, you see the lights. If I zoom it in, it's gonna be seeing more blurry lights. That's too far. Akko, Jalil, it's Akko, Acre. So in English it's Akar, but well, basically two names work really well. In Hebrew we say Akko. In Arabic it's Akra. So Akar in English. I'll talk more when we get ashore. That's Al Mosque. What you see, the dome and the minarets. The main mosque are in Akko. So we are returning to the peasant port where we're going to walk for a while, enjoying the colors of the setting sun. and get in, well, the feeling, the vibe, taken in, the vibe, the unforgettable, unbeatable vibe. Oh, local fish here, yeah. This everywhere. Local fish, local swim. Look at the Hold on, I need to pay. Wait, we get off the shore. We'll get off to the shore, and then we'll have some time to walk along the old city, and I'll just tell you. Сейчас куда туда? Хорошо, да, что только денежку получу, сдачу. Сейчас, секундочку, ладно? Канька, давай. Ты можешь пока поснимать? Поснимай пока. Гриш, подержи. Вот так, встань вот здесь. Не-не-не, вот здесь. И поснимай, только медленно, да? Вот так води. So Grisha is now my cameraman while I'm waiting for the change, okay? Okay, bye. Тебе тут Синди говорит «Hi, Grisha». Can you see the screen? So it says «Hi, Grisha». Ответьте, пожалуйста. They can't see, but they can hear you from my microphone, okay? Say again.
Hi.
Have some water. Good. So we're just waiting for the change. So per person is 15 shekels. In the afternoon when we did it on a bit different boat, it was like 20 shekels. Hi there. Hi everyone. I just thought it would be a lot more interesting to watch the live stream of my face, not my belly button. So you see, just take some time to Grisha to, well, tune in, you know. So he's there far. I hope he's not gonna fall. He likes that embankment over there. That's where I'm going to walk a little bit. I reckon the sailors would find the typical British rave to be intensely boring if they're accustomed to having this sound. Yeah, Gregory. Well, it's normally really, really brisky, wild. Like meaning well, it's vibrant. Yeah. Well, maybe this loud music is to sort of I don't know, to disguise the sound of I don't know, of a motor, of an engine. I don't know, but I'm okay with it. I'm used to it, and it also adds the vibe. And like everywhere here, it's all about the vibe only. I know. Well, I reckon the connectivity is going to be like really patchy here and there, here and there. Thank you. Okay, so now I need to go find my son. Oh, he still hasn't broken any limb, which is fantastic. Thank goodness. Huh? Okay, it's great. Let's walk a little bit, and then we'll go to the old city a little bit. Well, where it's possible. Oh, and by the way, here's what we can see. This is the passage over there. If I go, well, you'll lose me probably for good. So better not. Like really, see how thick the walls are. Look at that. This is the passage to one of the khans. What is a khan? Khan is well, basically it's a sort of a hotel, a place to stay for well for nomads. You know, the Nabateans, for example, the Arab nomadic tribes that dealt with with the trade of incense, such as myrrh and frankincense. So they would be staying in khans. They built a lot of khans in the desert. Where is my son? He's there. He just I thought he fell down. No, he's just chilling over there. That was great. I like to see him enjoying the place. Look how mesmerized he is with the colors. Oh, I love this. Can anybody please take the screenshot? Oh, please. It's just beautiful seeing my son enjoying Akko. Тебе нравится в Акко, зайка? Definitely. Definitely. Now he's his cute self again. By the way, I wanted to use this opportunity and thank everyone for your support on our cooking tour. Uh, Grisha is saving up for Lego. Well, maybe it's not going to be Lego. He's not sure, but he's saving. He's saving. If you wish to thank him for this tour, he would be grateful. I'm not sure what he's saving for. Look how fast this could have been. I wouldn't have survived on that boat for sure, and I wouldn't have taken my son on a boat like that. And you can imagine also with the loud music on, it's absolutely I don't know. I'm just not getting it. Really, how can people do that? I'm seeing it, and I'm narcissistic, and all the fish and chips that we just had. No, I just cannot contain it to myself. Just looking at it. So I'd better look at this. So everywhere in the old city, like on the shoreline, you will be seeing those rocks of different shapes. So these are the hello from the Crusaders. You want some water? Have some water. Grisha, Grisha, come here. Grisha, bo. Grisha, иди сюда. I'm using three languages with him now because he understands three of them: Russian, Hebrew, and English. And the reason why, uh, so someone asked me, Mary, I think, asked me if Grisha speaks English. He understands English pretty well, but the period when he had sort of a really, really big interest in English basically was a year and a half ago. And at that time we moved to Israel, and I decided not to press too much with English because, of course, well, as a language teacher, I should tell you that I indeed tend to put some pressure on language learning with my son, but I decided not to pursue this idea, at least for a while. And we switched to Hebrew because I want him to be able to study at school and just не зайка, не надо, не надо. That's okay, that's okay. Пойдем, пожалуйста, вон туда, в старый город, погуляем там, а потом на лошадку, хорошо? So he understands English pretty well because he hears me speak English every day, and people in Israel also speak English with him. He understands, but he finds it difficult, really difficult to, well, like to put it all into like in a sentence, like all together. So he can say yes or no, but that's it. I'm so happy seeing him enjoying this time in Akko. Пойдем, зайчик. Okay. I don't want this life to be like very, very, serious and very much on history and science. And for this, I have my tours, and I've already done 2 tours of Akko, but that's where there's a lot more content. And hopefully, very soon, I'll schedule another tour in Akko. It's going to be, by the way, a collaboration with another guide, former Hago guide. We will announce it very soon. It's going to be in mid October. Have some water? I'm gonna have some too. Okay, so just with the timeline, just for us to understand what is it that I'm talking about. Держи водичку, ладно? When I talk about Crusaders and why Crusaders, and then all of a sudden the Ottomans, like what's the story, and like and where does actually the Israel come in the picture? So the let's say we go back to the times when the first Christians came to this land. The first Christians came here. Well, there is some like Byzantine times mosaics found in the region. There are definitely mosaics of some churches, Byzantine period churches. But Byzantine, I'm basically saying like from the fourth to the to the mid or to early seventh century Common Era. But of course, then in 638, the Muslim period started in the history of these lands, and uh, here traditionally, uh, well, let's say would be the villages, like fishermen's villages. But later on, in 1099, the first crusade came to the Holy Land finally after a few years in Europe, like all over Europe, getting and hiring, employing more people to the crusade. The first crusade came, and quite quickly Jerusalem was taken over, and then the big territories, including Akko. And for about a century, the Holy Land was under control of the Crusaders. Later on, in the 12th century, Jerusalem Crusaders lost Jerusalem, and they never got back to the holy city. So the only let's go back here to Kikar. Grisha, тут машины, видишь, да? Look at this seahorse. Ты видишь, да, Гриш, морского конька? The seahorse. Let me just show you around a little bit while I'm telling you the story. And I'll just, take my time until Grisha gets bored to death. And I'm going to need to go and treat him with an ice cream or some other nice, oh, knafe. So we just have some 10 minutes, I believe, no more. And then uh, his timer, his knafe timer will ring, and it will be the time for me to go and treat him with this traditional Arab delight. And the Crusaders would only have Akko and the coastline to themselves for less than a century, in fact. And Akko would become the capital of the Crusader kingdom. And here would be the huge fortress, the Hospitaller Order fortress would be located just here. And this is where I took you on my virtual tour a few weeks ago. The tour was pre-recorded because that fortress is actually underground. And okay, we need to cross. So let's cross over here. Хочешь потом покататься на лошадке, Гриш? Ты в порядке? Ты хочешь потом покататься на лошадке, Гриш? А? Okay, very well. Sorry, I just needed to ask a few things from my show producer. It's not me who produces this live stream. No, it's definitely Grisha. It's all Grisha's ideas, you know. And me taking Grisha here is, well, the moment I was here, the first time I saw Akko, I knew I would be taking Grisha here. So, and then in the 13th century, actually, mainly the Crusaders from the Holy Land would be ousted by uh, by Arabs in 1260. This is when almost all the domains, all the land that Crusaders had, would be would be lost by them, the Mamelukes. So the Arabs coming from Egypt, they would come, and the Akko would become the last stronghold of Crusaders for another 30 years, and only in the 1290s the Akko would fall under the onslaught of Mamluks. Для чего вернемся, потому что там уже потеряем мы связь. I'm only taking you to the areas where I'm sure the connectivity stays, where the connection is, and I'm pretty sure that we once we move somewhere closer to the walls, it will disappear. So I'm not. And also, there's a reason why we are actually here, because we want also to join this popular attraction. Mostly locals. Actually, everybody does, but especially with the kids. So they take this carriage and travel around the city, or like this in the horse carriage. But let me first take you over there. Oof. And then the Mamluks would they would develop these lands, but not really largely, and they would build here several several sacred sites, holy sites for them, mostly tombs of the sheikhs. But in the 15th, 17th, the Ottomans would come, and this is when the second like huge upheaval period in the history of Akko would begin. Hi, Olivia. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining our, not very impromptu, but very, very short notice live. The whole day it's been very spontaneous because I'm traveling with my son, and of course, the focus is to make him happy. So we've already spent quite a lot, and uh, this is just a nice way to wrap the day up. And so the Ottomans would build a lot of here, as I told you, when we were on the boat. So for those who are just joining, FYI, the recording will be available shortly for everyone in the open access on my YouTube channel. Давай, зайчик, вот так пройдем. Я хочу снять. И вот тут постоим. Вот так, отлично. Постой, пожалуйста. So we're going to be staying here because I want to film this thing over there. I don't know, he wants to park or something. I have no idea, but it's very difficult for here. You see how narrow the streets are. Oh my goodness, it's just, I cannot imagine really driving through these streets. But people do. Even in the most narrow streets, they do. It's absolutely unbelievable. I have no idea how they do this. And hold on a second. Сейчас скоро пойдем, хорошо? Окей, можно мне водички чуть-чуть, зайчик? Мгм. Sorry. So the recording will be available, and you will be able to see the boat trip that we did, a short one, but really nice one. So you'll see the basically you will see the Ottoman architecture. The entire old city is exactly the result, the product of the Ottoman times. The Ottomans built the city just the way the Crusaders would outline it, but on top of it. That's why the Crusader city was underground, and I took you there on my virtual tour. And that's why the Ottoman city is exactly what the old city is nowadays, the Ottoman architecture. So, in this Ottoman vibe is like everywhere. And the last thing I'm going to talk about before we try something new or lose the connection is this clock tower. For those of you who remember my tours in Old Jaffa and also in Haifa, last year, you might recognize this clock tower because this was a tradition of the Ottoman times, actually early 20th century. Sultan Abdul Hamid II celebrated his anniversary on the throne, like 20th or 25th, sorry, I can't remember now. And to commemorate that anniversary, he built several clock towers. Altogether, all along the Ottoman Empire, he built over 100, and several of them you can still find here in the territory of Israel. So we saw a lot. We saw the Jaffa one very often, and once we've seen it, the one in Haifa. And very soon I will be scheduling another tour in Haifa, in the Ottoman Haifa, and I will show you the watchtower again. So it's nice to find another clock tower in such a beautiful location. Okay, ну что, попробуй сейчас прокатиться на лошадке, да? Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to try another popular attraction. Зайчик, посмотри сюда. Well, I'm just so grateful for your patience. Спасибо за тебе за терпение. Сейчас пойдем на лошадку. Подойди сюда поближе, вот так. Hi, everyone. So we're going to try another popular attraction. Пойдем на лошадку. We're going to try to ride a horse. Well, I mean the horse carriage. So wish us luck, because they might go a bit too fast, but I have no idea how they actually do that, because well, the streets are so narrow. So we will try to ride a horse carriage, and they're going to take us to the old city. Убери, пожалуйста, сейчас. Which means that I actually don't know. Oh, it's the last one. So we're gonna have to wait in the line. Okay, we'll wait here. That's okay. We'll wait for another horse. That's fine. You're in the line? In the line for the horses? Then Bator to the horses? Ah, okay. I'm not sure like which language to speak. Unfortunately, I don't speak Arabic. I wish I could. This is a fantastic language. I mean, it's really mesmerizing the way it sounds, but I don't. I don't speak it. I think even my vocal cords are not made for some of the sounds required in the language. Look at this beautiful mosque. So the horses are going to take the people. I guess the horse is tired and doesn't want to go. Well, they actually look really clean and taken care of. And normally when I see a horse really suffering, I don't engage into any activities. I just don't. But here, well, at least they look really taken care of. So I do hope that it's all good. So we wait for another horse carriage to come, and then afterwards we'll see. So they're going to the old city, which means that it's really, really likely that I'll lose you at some point. You'll lose me, and this will be I would say a really nice way to wrap this tour up, because well, this would mean I am in the oldest part of Old Akko. Let me show just a little bit more. So we are in the line. I cannot really move anywhere now. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you. Well, ты хочешь еще водички? Hold on a second. I need to check if we have more water. We should, of course. Oh no. No, I don't. No, we don't. We will need to buy them. Подержи, пожалуйста. Ты можешь тут постоять, пока поболтать? Что-нибудь на иврите можешь рассказать? Я пошла за водой. Надо стоять в очереди. Окей?
Я просто могу держать. Ну, мама, я не... Извини.
Очень-очень. Подержи, пожалуйста, зайка. Просто подержи тогда. Мне просто никак не сделать самой.
Мы уже
А?
почти час снимаем.
Да, мы снимаем, да-да-да, все хорошо, зайчик. Okay. So while I'm going to, well, I'm out to buy him some water. Подожди, пожалуйста, постой вот здесь со мной. I'll tell you the story of this watchtower. So the watchtower, I will just share the story, but the area over here, you remember I told you about the khan, right? The sort of an inn, sort of a well hotel inn, a place to stay overnight, to feed your horses, to give water to the horses. So this is exactly one of the khans, and there are numerous khans built here in the Ottoman times. They're normally of a square shape. Uh, then they would normally have well a tower or something to be seen from afar for the travelers, and it's just a nice way to combine the clock tower for Suleiman Abdul Hamid II and the Khan Al Umdan. Hope I pronounced it right. This is the name of this Khan, but there are several Khans. Пойду себе водичку куплю, хорошо? Постоишь тут, ладно? Снимай, пожалуйста, окей?
Окей.
Все, стой тут. Я сейчас приду, быстренько водичку тебе возьму. How much? 7, okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You got some water. So let me tell you a little bit more about the collaboration that I'm planning with another guide. Well, I think I can open the secret. So a little bit more exclusivity for those who are still here patiently waiting for the horses. So in mid-October, the exact date will be announced pretty soon. And you can enjoy just Grisha having fun. Just enjoy seeing Grisha. And this is going to be collaboration with Olga Odessa Walks, and we'll be taking you on 2 tours. Well, back-to-back tours on the subject of the Ukrainian and Russian. And by I'm saying that because we're going to be talking about the period of the later period of the with the Russian Empire. So up until 1917, Ukraine was within the Russian Empire. So when I'm saying Russian Jews, I'm mostly meaning well Ukrainian Jews, but it's like all together of Ukrainian and Russian Jews moving to Ottoman Palestine still to run away from the pogroms, from anti-Semitism, and building the state for them. And in the stormy 20th century, in the Mandate period, the clashes between the Jewish Zionists and the local Arab population, well, they increased immensely, and many Arabs, many Jews, under the mandate. Пей водичку. Have some water. Okay, Grisha, צריך לשתות. אתה צריך לשתות הרבה מים. Okay? I don't know which language to talk to my son now while I'm on the tour. So I've just spoken to 3 of them. Why not? So hopefully the horses will come soon. And so getting back to the story, so is it distracted? So the story has it that the British had to turn the horses coming. The British who had the mandate over the Palestine, they had uh, to well let's say to convert the Ottoman prison or the Ottoman Khan in prison into their political prison where they kept all the rebels. And in that prison, a lot of like outstanding um, people would be kept, and we're going to be talking about all of them. So let's see if we can do that. So I'm not sure, like, well, they want to buy out the entire carriage, and then there will be not place for us. We'll see. Can we join?
تقدر تطلعها معاك؟
Can we join? Yeah. Okay. We'll join there. Thank you. Залезай, зайчик. Yay! So we were allowed. Сядь, пожалуйста, если сниму лошадку. So the horse is given some water. Can I film the horse? Thank you. Yeah, it looks. It's given some water. It's so sweet. Sweet horsey. Okay. Okay. Just as I said, it's highly likely you will lose us because we're going to be in the old city, and I'm not sure about the connectivity at all.
احنا معاها هنا.
So very soon we will schedule our our collaboration tours, and well, I hope you will be interested to learn more about this subject. Oh, well,
لا عندك منها. ما تكذبش علي. قدامك غلط مش قدامي. اشتري 300 يطلع كل واحد. طب انا ما كنتش انا اسمه انا بحمل انا.
hi Andrew, good to see you. Hi. Thank you, Kay. Well, normally the lives when my son are very unexpected, and I don't know how long he can really run. But like, we just had a boat trip. Before that, he had his French fries, and after that, he's gonna be given a treat, probably the knafe, the very famous ever delight, very sweet one with the sweet cheese and pistachio. Держишься, ладно? Не пей, пожалуйста, сейчас, okay? So, as I said, it's very likely you will lose us because we're going to the old city. So, if you lose us, well, know that it's the connectivity and blame the Ottomans. Держи водичку, держи хорошо. And it's gonna be shaky with lots of sudden stops because the streets are so narrow. We're actually already within the old city, but because this wall is too low, because we are only at an elevation, we're going a little bit higher over the natural hill. Well, let's say natural crusader hill. That's the new term, And I'm standing with a poker face, and I'm so sorry. I mean, if you're a historian, I'm very sorry. I've just coined another term. So because this wall is very low, that wall we can still see each other on. Here's a lovely area. Все нормально, Grisha? Look at that. So this is the area of another khan. It's turned into like a night recreation zone with the cafes and restaurants. We try to find pizza here. We haven't succeeded. Okay, we are actually now in the old city. Just like now, okay. So be ready. We're going to switch off anytime. I'm still here. Unbelievable. Well, wow. Seeing it live. I didn't expect actually that it would have any connectivity here because the area that I tested in a much more narrow area than I couldn't even join my YouTube, just my access my YouTube account, let alone you know testing the live stream opportunity. This is already the fortress wall from the other side, and you can actually walk on the ramparts over there. It's accessible 24/7. So also another area to walk along the walls over there. There on the top. Hold on, I'll turn to the other side. Oh my goodness, I love this tinsel. It's it's normally used as a decoration for many holidays, but not for the New Year, of course. Here not. So on the walls where we've just been, oh, it's interesting. So there are words on the wall. I wish I could turn this far, but I cannot. Over there, there are words like love, prayer, faith. Is that it? That's it? Oh, you okay? Oh my goodness. So the love, prayer, and faith written in the three languages. That's so sweet, so lovely. And actually, here you can find a lot of places, a lot of interfaith places. And I would say in general, among the religions in this city, it's a lot less tense than in some other areas. Oh, it's great that we've stopped. We have some time to look around and look just over. Держись хорошо, пожалуйста. Hold on tight, okay? Hold on tight. And over there also the ruins of the Ottoman constructions that used to be the small markets. Also here you can find some Ottoman aqueducts as well because the city always needed water. And there are some springs here, spring water. Well, surprisingly and like, luckily we are in the areas without the narrow walls. This is the courtyard of, by the way, of the Crusader Fortress. And this is the area. Sorry, I'm moving too fast, but there's no other way because we will just not catch with the picture like at all. This is the courtyard to entrance of the mosque, Jezar Mosque, named after the strong men of the times of Napoleon invasion to the Palestine. Гриш, нравится тебе? Классно, да? And these are the local eateries of different small communities living here. You can find also Druze food here. Druze, the religious minority here. So Druze religion is, well, it's officially recognized as a religion. Like 140,000 Druze live in the territory of Israel. Okay, now we're going into the old city, but we're going back already. I think I know why we've been so lucky with the connectivity because for this like with this type of activity, they're also opting for the wider streets with no steps, with no very ow ow sharp turns because there would be no way, for the horse to turn, for the carriage to turn. It's like all the maneuvers are very difficult. You see. So that's the Khan area, which means that wow, we're still around and we're going to wrap it up very soon. And I'm going to go and treat Grisha with knafe. Пойдем есть кнафе сейчас? Любишь кнафе? Как люблю его я. Knafe. Yes. We promise to take pictures. We promise. We don't promise. We can't promise to leave in your bite because it's so delicious. You can eat the whole plate. I'm very sorry, but we promise to take pictures and share it. Natalie, hi dear. So thank you so much everyone for joining our short notice and still very impromptu live from Akko. So once the carriage stops, we'll say you goodbye properly. Uh, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for the coffees. Thank you so much. I've seen some coffees coming in, which is great because I really need coffee. Thank you so much. And probably next time I should set my buy me a coffee to buy me a knafe because it's a good idea next time. Look at this nice area of another kind of another like inn. It's interesting, by the way. So the word "khan" coming from like well, some it's believed to be like the word from the Arab language, from the Arabic language. In Hebrew, and these two languages are very much alike. Many words are actually similar, like the same, almost like they sound almost identical. The word haniya, which means the parking spot, parking lot. It's just well the same place, the same idea. In Hanaya, you leave your car, you park your car, and then Khan you park your horse, and then you just also give yourself some time for a rest. It's the same idea. Interesting, right? I mean, I love finding all these things. I'm a linguist, so I just can't do it any other way. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the car. My live stream producer will be assisting me. Okay, держи, пожалуйста. How much is it? Sorry, how much is it? 30. For the two? 30 for two. Thank you. Держи, зайка. Поснимай, пожалуйста. Hold on. Okay. Да, можешь меня снимать, конечно. Окей, пойдем. Секундочку. Уп. Я тебя возьму сейчас камеру. Подожди. Иди сюда, зайчик. Возьми водичку, не забудь. Окей. Осторожно, говоришь, машина. Пойдем сюда. Сюда, сюда, сюда. The car is coming. And there's another horsey. So you stay here. Можешь пока лошадку поснимать издалека, вот так. Хорошо? Поснимай пока лошадку. So Grisha's going to film the horse. I'm going to get my change. And then we're going to say you bye-bye properly. Hi, I have it. I have Bliodov. Found it. Matati. And you love the better.
Mazzati,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Grisha. I know you're very tired. Atayef? Ken? So you want some knafe, right? Let's go and have some knafe. So, зайчик, давай. Oh, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I know we've exhausted you. We're a little bit exhausted ourselves, and it's the knafe time for sure. Again, pictures are promised. Not a single bite. I'm sorry. He's not gonna leave a single bite to anyone. Probably me, just one bite. But I'm gonna have to buy myself the whole new knafe as well. One to him and one to me. Thank you so much for joining, and Thank you for all the support. Don't forget to check out my website for the free premieres this weekend, this Saturday. The another episode of Pavlov's Palace and the two episodes, the two parts of the Museum of Nicholas II. And it feels so weird to talk about the Romanovs in St. Petersburg here in the Ottoman slash Crusader Akko. I know it's weird. I know. Thank you, Horsey. I hope you haven't had a very long day, and thank you so much for joining. I'm very sorry for the for the portrait mode. I really tried. I know I did all the things that I did like all the time that I used to do the same way, but this didn't work. Well, the technology always fails me. Thank you so much for the coffees and PayPal. Thank you for everything. Bye bye. To say bye. Okay, he's also gonna have choco ham, the hot chocolate. Choco ham as well. Okay. Thank you so much and bye bye.